So again, I hate reviews when they unbox a new tool and they don't tell you how it works or anything about it. And if you know with festool products, there's no instructions. So I have a Contoro ka65 edgebander. I use the thing profusely. I'm going to go over with the basic controls first, and I'm going to tell you some things that I like and I don't like, and I'm going to try and keep this under 15 minutes. So, starting off, your controls, you know how festool is, anything in green is something that you touch. So we'll start with the feed. So in fact, let's edge band something real quick, right? So here we go. I'm gonna do the edge of this filler. So here's your edge banding. When the machine is on, you hold it to go on. Now, what I learned is that there's a heat sink in here, and this is very complicated. So whenever you're done, you blow this out with compressed air, and there's a little fan that keeps it cool for the computer module. You blow that out every time you're done with this tool. If you're going to walk away for this for more than 10 minutes, you hit this button once, and it puts it in a cooling mode. See this little fan here? Now, I think the newer models, the newer computers, it does this automatically. So if you're going to be away for longer than 10 minutes away from the machine, let's say you're going to go eat lunch, well, obviously you shut it off, right? You're going to come back to it, you hit the power button one more time to go on. Oops. There we go. And when it beeps like that, it says it's ready. Okay, so next is your height. So what you do is, and this varies depending if you're doing this handheld or in a table like I have right here. So you want the height to be just not touching the top of this intake. This is how you adjust the height. There's little detents in it. You know, you go up and down. It's kind of simple. Righty tighty goes up, lefty loosey goes down, and then you get it just to where it's just loosey goosey. Maybe like you see how far I got. Maybe you could fit like a 30-second of fit to make that go in. So since I'm running real wood edge banding, I got this at 200 degrees in Celsius. There are two preset settings that you could have for different temperatures. So if you want to go down, like you switch this to one. Look, I got this one set at 185. That's for doing PVC. A lot of times you'll melt your edge band if it doesn't conform to the size that you're trying to do. You're going to start this. You're going to see a sign that says put the edge band in. You put the edge band in, it reads it. Then you're gonna, when you're ready, I'm gonna do this one-handed. Watch this. You're gonna hit this button again. Make sure you got contact, and that's all it is. Now the downfall with this machine is that it puts the glue on the edge band and not the work. So when you go to process and clean it, it's a little messy. I do recommend getting a flush cut pliers and any kind of edge trimmer instead of the very expensive kit that they sell with this, which is necessary, but it's not necessary. It depends how much work you're doing with this. You know, the other thing I would say is with the glue colors, it's very convenient that you can change the glue color. So right now, if you notice, I got black in here because I'm going to run black melamine in a couple next job. So instead of wasting, there's like a purge option here. So you hit this lever and you loosen this all the way down, and basically it opens up the vial for the glue. You see how it works? So it'll come out of that port, and then you'll purge your glue. So it'll eat about 4 pucks before you get the right color you want, and that's a lot. It's about $5 a puck. So do the math, and then you can't reuse it. So instead of that, I got black in there. It went through 2 pucks already. It's still running clear still. So if you anticipate that, you won't waste as much money, because festool is really good at making you waste money, as much as I like it. To change your glue, you hit this back. It knows when you go down, you could fit 2 pucks when the alarm goes off. Then there's a couple soft buttons, right? You hit this for your mode. and then whatever they want to do is you just keep hitting it. So in this case, I can adjust the glue output, that's left or right. So you go left to go more, right to go, here. So you can go, see that's less, you go a little more. It's kind of like an old school Nokia cell phone. So then you keep hitting mode, that changes your temperature, that changes to metric, and that's it. That's again, most of this is just changing it to metric or standard, so you don't really have to play with that much. Like I said, the only thing is if you're gonna do certain edge banding that's plastic, real thin, like 0.018, might want to put it down to 180, otherwise you start melting your edge band. The other thing is this table. So what I just did is good for this table, right? Because it's you can't really hold a big machine and do these little edges, but you have to grind these down. You see how this goes over this piece of MDF? Well, it was too high. It was making me go up and down. So these I actually put on a table saw and I shaved them down so it was more flush. And you can get more of these, but it does work good as a whole system. I will say that the table is kind of good to have in cases like, it depends what you're doing, really, right? The other thing is you can go, I think it's up to 3 inches in width for your edge banding. And what I didn't realize, the number one thing for this is if you edge band or you do a lot of laminate tops, that's how you do your self edge and your backsplashes and everything. Works like a dream. So I want to do a video on that. What else? You could do your speed control. So see this, the fast forward button? No, it's hard to see. There you go. See the fast forward button? If you pull the trigger, that'll make it go slow, and then it would make it go fast. You just keep pulling. So if you're gonna go around a corner or something, or you're not really up savvy on your speed, you can slow it down. It does affect your glue output a little bit when you hit it, though. The other thing is, put that on cool. What else was an issue? Oh, there's no stop button. So let's say you screw up, and this thing will keep running until there's no edge band. That's what makes it go off. It runs out of edge band, it knows to go off. So if you make a mistake, or if you, I don't know, pick a problem and you want to stop the machine, you have to cut the edge banding or somehow stop the edge banding from going through the machine in order to make it shut off. That's the only downfall with that too. So other than that, take care of it. Don't lend it out to anybody. Don't tell anybody you have it, because it's an expensive thing. I had this for when it first came out. So what was that, 2015? So it's been good to me. I use it way more than I thought I would. It's good if you're doing a lot of frameless, a lot of stuff like what I'm doing right here, right? Otherwise, it might not be worth it. And it doesn't replace your stationary machines either. It does a good deal of headaches, though, with something in radius. So take it for what it is. I'll see you on the next one.